Hello everyone, Jolene here from Bookworm Adventure Girl. Welcome back, and if you are new, thanks for checking out my channel. Please hit subscribe and stick around. Today I am going to be sharing the books that I hauled in July. Now, many of you already know this, but I have not been purchasing as many books as I once did. I'm trying to read what I have on my shelf. I know, we all say it. But this month, I did purchase one book beyond my normal small press subscriptions that I have, like the Republic of Consciousness. I have 4 books to share, which is probably my smallest book haul ever. So as usual, I will start with the books that I received from publishers. And first up is a book that I've already talked about before, and I'm so excited about this one. The Stygian Collection, which is from a small new press in Montreal called the Stygian Society. This was published on July 1st, and the small press was founded by 2 booktubers who many of you probably already know, Holly Rhiannon and Pei Vio. The Stygian Collection is an anthology of short stories from, I think it's 24 booktubers and authortubers. So you probably know many of the authors in this book, including me, which I think is pretty cool. This is a wonderful community project. I'm very, very happy to be part of it. I had the opportunity to read this before it was published, and there is quite a variety of stories. All of them are on the darker side. My piece is called The Next to Go, and it's a dark comedy. And there's some poetry, some sci-fi and fantasy, so there's probably a little something for everyone. If you are interested in learning more about the collection or the different authors, then there are a few things that you can check out, and I will leave all this information below. So first, you can check out the Stygian Society, the actual publishers. They are interviewing authors and posting those every Monday and Friday. I think they've done 4 or 5 now. I enjoyed chatting with Holly, and it's been fun, learning about everyone else involved and learning more about their stories that they put in. So I will leave a link to that playlist below. And although I've already read the whole collection, what I'm doing, or what I have been doing, is after I watch each of the interviews, I read that person's story again, because it sometimes adds to the experience. So that's been a lot of fun. The other thing that I want to bring to your attention that I think you might find interesting is something that Margaret Pernard is doing. Margaret, she's going to be doing a series in August called Fireside Chats. So all month, every weekday, Margaret will have different guests, and her first guest on August 1st will be from Stygian. So these chats will be at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm pretty sure that these are live. I know that Margaret does a lot of live shows, so I think that's true. I'm going to do my best to catch as many of these as I can throughout the month, and I will leave links below so that you can check all of that out as well. And then finally, Noah from Everyone Who Reads It Must Converse. Noah did a video where he received a copy of the collection, and he talks about the structure of the anthology and who the authors are as well. So I will leave Noah's video below to check out, and yeah, just check them all out. Thanks to everyone who has already supported this project. It's really appreciated, and it's so much fun to see how this is going and where it goes. The next book in my pile is from Arsenal Pulp Press, and it's a memoir called When My Ghost Sings, a memoir of stroke, recovery, and transformation. And this is by Tara Sidhoo Fraser, who had a stroke at the age of 32. And after surgery, she had no memory of her previous life. And then as memories began to resurface, It's as though they were seen through like someone else's eyes. The person whose body she stole, who in this she calls Ghost. So this book is an exploration of amnesia, selfhood, and who is left behind when the sense of self is lost. This is being published on September 19th, so I am hoping to get to it before then, but if I don't, then my plan is that I might save it for Nonfiction November. This is a debut book, and Tara is a queer writer of South Asian and Scottish ancestry. And I think what I am most curious about is how Tara bridges, or maybe doesn't bridge, the person who she was and the person who she is now. The third book is my Republic of Consciousness book, and it's called Grimmish by Michael Winkler. At first, I thought this book was going to be about Grimm, like Grimm fairy tales or something like that, but this book is about pain, physical and mental pain, and the story is about a boxer named Joe Grimm. Now, I know next to nothing about boxing, but Joe Grimm was a real person, a real boxer, so it seems that this fictional story is based on him, and it moves between the present and Grimm's 1908 to 1909 tour of Australia. And the book is an investigation of pain, masculinity, and narrative. And I love this blurb on the front from J.M. Coetzee. It says, "The strangest book you are likely to read this year." So I'm up for that. A lot of the blurbs are also say that it's funny, it's witty, bizarre, and original. So all of that, sounds good to me, and I look forward to reading it. The final book on the list is the book that I purchased. I picked up Mercy Among the Children by David Adams Richards. I picked this up at Fairs Fair here. And this book has been on my wish list for a long time. And I'm going to buddy read it with Lindy from Lindy's Magpie Reads. We've been doing a couple of buddy reads, and we seem to be reading the Giller Prize winners. Now, I don't think that's been on purpose. Maybe. I don't think so, though. But it's just kind of worked out that way. So Mercy Among the Children won the Giller in 2000. There was 2 winners that year, and it was one of them. It's also the book that I'm going to be reading for the Reading Across Canada Challenge for my July book for New Brunswick. So I know I'm a little late. I'm getting a little bit behind, but I hope to catch up in August. That's the plan. So the prompt for July is a book about family, and this definitely fits that prompt. Sydney Henderson is the main character, and when he's 12 years old, he pushes his friend off the church roof. Sydney thinks he has killed his friend, so he makes a deal with God that if his friend lives, if he survives, then Sydney will never hurt another person. His friend lives, and Sydney follows through on his promise. Fast forward to Sydney's son, who loves words and literature, but he turns his back on God and all of that in order to protect his family when they are being persecuted. So if I had to make a prediction, I would predict that this is going to be a 5-star read. Maybe I'm just hoping. I haven't read David Adams Richards before. He has several books out, but I've heard really good things. So my hope is that I will find a new favorite author here too. So no pressure, and we'll see how it goes. Well, this, I believe it's my smallest book haul, so far at least, but there are some really interesting books here that I'm looking forward to getting to. I like them all for different reasons. So please let me know if you have read any of these or if you are interested in any of them. And please let me know what books you hauled in July that you are most excited to read for yourself. As always, thanks for watching. I look forward to chatting with you in the comments. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to make every day an adventure.